Was this part of the pool specifically, if some of was the sealant already partially removed? If you rip it back and you just describe in detail, because he maintains that it looks the same as it did before he arrived. That's his position.
You know, I'm not going to get into the evidence, but what I told you is what our witnesses saw and experienced. There was an effort, a violent effort to rip up the sealant from the bottom of the pool. And irrespective of whether or not, you know, we think that, you know, there is some situation that preceded it, we can state and prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he caused damage, and that damage is over $1,000.
Keying in on that, how do you prove that $1,000?
With an expert.
Is that because
come to the trial?
It has to be drained. Like, is that because it has to be drained?
We'll hear all that at the trial.
Did he have any tools, or was it just his bare hands?
Right now, we believe it's his bare hands, both hands.
So does that indicate in your belief that it was probably damaged before, or do you believe that he?
He damaged it.
Further, but do you believe it had already been damaged before?
He damaged the pool.
Before he touched it.
He damaged this pool.
But there have been, you know, all these videos out.
Well, good. I'm glad you got that evidence. Come on in the grand jury, you can testify. Next.
Thank you for your time today, Mr. Kara. The citation that Mr. Hearn received suggested that he would be charged with misdemeanors, but the president obviously called for this to be a felony charge here. Did you ultimately decide to charge this so harshly as the president's direction?
I didn't charge anything harshly. I charge according to the evidence. When we have witnesses, when we have the defendant on record saying things that are not true, and we have witnesses who are disinterested, who have no motive to lie, they have no agenda, they're just working there, and they are actually witnessing damage to a national monument, we're going to go forward. Now, my office reviews all citations. Everything that the police do in this jurisdiction is reviewed by my office. We review it. This is a case with tremendous evidence, and this is a case where the evidence dictates where we land. Next.
And just to make sure, there have been other people who have been arrested for incidents at the reflecting pool. Are you taking all of the grand jury?
It depends on the evidence that we have. We have about a half a dozen other cases. Some of them will be misdemeanors, and some of them could be less, like a violation. But we're reviewing every case based upon the evidence and reviewing all of the reports. And right now, it's about another half dozen misdemeanors. Yes, sir.
The president said that somebody took a box cutter and cut the reflecting pool. Is there any update to that case? Is there any evidence that you can point to as a follow-up?
You know, I was at the reflecting pool yesterday, and I think it's very sad. Someone intentionally did a tremendous amount of damage to the pool, and you can actually see where all the cutting is. They took a sharp object and cut for many feet along the pool.
Do you have pictures of that?
Well, when I file a charge, I'll be happy to show you a picture. All right. What I'm trying to do is we're trying to find out who did it. Okay, and until we get to that point, I'm not going to be able to, discuss anything more than there was tremendous damage that was caused.